All right, y'all. World Strong Reviews. Welcome. So I did this video about a week ago, my One Piece review. Made it quick and easy for you guys since I was late on the uptake. I did watch it when it came out. Took me about 2 days to watch it with working because it came out that Thursday or Friday, and I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But the microphone didn't work. I forget with my phone, if I have the Bluetooth on, it picks up the Bluetooth, and this mic that I have to plug into the camera won't record, it won't work. So that's my bad. Went to go edit, getting ready to upload it, and I was like, oh, just no sound. It's wonderful. So I apologize for that. All in all, quick life update. Life is hard, but I have to hold myself accountable. I'm on the process of refocusing everything. I've gotten to a point that I have uploaded these life updates, but I have recorded these life updates, but I never upload them. So quick and easy. A lot of stuff going on health-wise with my significant other, with my wife. And in turn, that led to me stressing, which led to me being high blood pressure, feeling dizzy, and a lot of other symptoms going on. But I gotta refocus. I gotta de-stress myself, get back into the gym. I was only out for that week that my wife was in the hospital, and that's pretty much what's going on. Just really stressed out about finances. I'm working every day, trying to get everything caught up and situated, but there's no excuse of not uploading. So apologize for that, and of course I want you guys to be able to see me before I get up to a good amount of subscribers, and everything is where I want it to be as far as this platform and my other platforms in my career. I want you to see where I started at. So here we are. So One Piece review. All right, I'm late. I apologize again, and here we are. So I'm gonna keep it straight and simple. I know you guys watch, other people's reviews, but what I thought about it was good. He kept it close. When I say he, I mean Oda, the creator. If you only watch the live action, you have no idea what I'm talking about. One Piece is based off an anime, which you also know, but anime usually majority of the time comes from a writer who creates Japanese comic books called manga or manga. I usually pronounce it manga, but I believe it's pronounced manga. And Oda, the author, was heavily, he wasn't playing no games, working with Netflix to make sure it was brought to life. So I greatly appreciate this. One of the reviews out there, IGN was like, oh, it's too heavily influenced by the source material. What? Sit down somewhere. No. I mean, the only way that makes sense is if you're, that reviewer is one of the people who like all these other, anime, comic book, video game, I ain't gonna say comic book, but video game movies that were brought into live action and didn't do well because they didn't keep to the source material. You feel me? They didn't even try. They went completely left to Americanize it. The reason that the story One Piece is so good is because of the source material. Why would you even think about making changes? Like, there were changes in live action, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but really? And I saw other reviewers are like, same thing, really? Why would you, no. This is actually a very good anime manga adaptation. Very good. I loved it. Oda did a good job being on Netflix neck. That's what you need to do to bring it to life. He's probably saw some bad people take ownership in Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch Attack on Titans, but I didn't hear nothing about it either. So Saint Seiya came out recently. Didn't hear nothing about it either. So there you go. Next, you can see that Oda. Well, let's start with this. Usopp's nose wasn't nose. I think that was the only thing that really disappointed me, was that his nose wasn't Pinocchio, but it makes sense. You know, it's live action. It makes sense. But I felt like if you can have seamen, we could have figured out a way to get Usopp's nose to come out just a little bit. It didn't have to be crazy, but because in the anime and manga, you know, he injures his nose quite often. That nose be like all effed up in different ways, and it's like, I'm not going to be able to see that. So that's the only thing that really disappointed me. A lot of scenes from the manga they shot, and I liked that. A lot of like Zoro's scene with him and Mihawk, I felt like they skipped a fight scene with somebody, which is time. It makes sense. Nami's, you know, she did, I was fine with her. She did good. Luffy, I thought, when you think about Luffy's over the top 17-year-old teenager. You know what I'm saying? Over the top, full of life, full of energy. And I felt like the actor did a very good job bringing that out. I felt like he did very, very good. I have no complaints with anything. I have no complaints with the CGI. I think the CGI was very good. The makeup was excellent. The background, what is it? The world they built for One Piece was on point. I think the actor who stole the show was Arlong. I think he stole the show. It was something about the theme music when Arlong came on screen, just changed the whole vibe of everything. I felt like Arlong was perfectly cast. They did a very good job with how they portrayed that whole situation. I mean, they kind of breathed through it. It wasn't like in the anime and manga, but they did a very good job with everything. I see they're going with the diversity. I have no problem with that. Me being a brother, no problem with that. I didn't hear too many people complain in the news and social media about it. I'm assuming at this point we're good with diversity, and Oda himself said that certain characters, the main cast, where they came from. So I didn't think many people were going to have an issue with that anyway, because he already said, I forgot what year it was. I felt like it was years ago, maybe 2015, 2020, somewhere around there, 2017. He was like, hey, Luffy's South America, Usopp's black, Zoro's Japanese, obviously, Sanji's French. That makes sense to me. Cool. Everything that was on point. One of the things I wanted to discuss was two things that's different than my first review that didn't have any sound. So the first one, which I spoke about, was I felt like they did a lot of close-ups. Like, a lot of the shots were in your face, and I'm like, why are they doing that? Is it to what's the word I'm looking for? Just like you're reading the manga, they're trying to give us the impression, like, you know, when you're reading the book, you're in the manga, the face is right here. It's like, it's right here. You're looking at it. It's right here in your face as you're reading. Is that what they were doing? Like, everything was close up. You know, I said they did such a good job building the building the surrounding, you know, towns and background and everything. Like, they did a lot of close up. If you pay attention to it, a lot of the shots were just in your face close up, and I thought that was excellent. I don't know why, but I felt immersed in it. That's the word I was looking for. I felt immersed. I felt very good. I felt very like I'm in the world. I don't know why. I think some of the actors, you know, need more experience to get their acting skills up. But all in all, I liked it. I liked the way they shot it. I liked the pacing was good. The one thing that I did want to talk about is where they're gonna, like, how far are they gonna go? If you don't know, the anime is like in episode 1000 and something. The manga, I don't even know where the manga is now. I feel like maybe 1100. I keep up with it, but I've been reading it for years, so I don't really keep track of it like that. I just read. And I actually let it build up because I hate reading it week by week. And then Oda, you know, takes a lot of pauses, which is fine. Great content. Take his pauses. I have no problem with that. So I let it build up. So sometimes he'll have a pause for 3 weeks and I wouldn't know the difference. I'm not sitting here waiting because I let it build up for a while, and I definitely do that for the anime. The anime has serious pacing issues, but I get it. The anime doesn't go off. They kind of run the show all year round, so it's understandable. But I really want to get to Water 7. I don't know about you guys. I think Water 7, what's it called? Ys Lobby is the arc that, like, okay, this is it. This is it. I'm definitely gonna stick to this. The first couple of episodes, I didn't like it. I didn't really care for it. I was introduced to it, I remember, back in like 2000 and something. I was like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna cut it. And then I revisited because it had so many episodes. I was like, damn, it's a lot of episodes. I think at the time it was a little bit past Thriller Bark, or they were right at Thriller Bark. And I'm like, all right, I needed something to marathon, so I got it and I just started watching it. And, I like where they're going with, Chopper and Alabasta. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all that. Cool. But that wasn't it for me. I started noticing different groupings. I started noticing different, like the weak trio and the strong trio during this time period. We get introduced. I feel like we get introduced to Robin. Y'all get to her. So we're gonna get a couple of new cast members. But what really brought the show for me was Ys Lobby. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. CP9, Ys Lobby, Water 7 arc brought it home for me. I thought that is one of the best freaking arcs on the show. Okay, the manga altogether. I get really excited talking about it. That is my arc. I love it. Now, honestly, with Netflix, how they do, that's the thing about One Piece. And this is what I think a lot of people are going to feel the same way. One Piece, Netflix's production takes a minute. Oh my God, they take forever. You know what I'm saying? They what? Like, I was hoping that they went ahead, invested a lot of money in season 1, built up all the towns and everything. That way they can go ahead and roll out season 2, season 3, season 4. I'd be lucky if we get 3 seasons. I'm going to be real with you. We are lucky if we get the 3 seasons. And I don't know if they're going to be able to color Alabasta in all of season 2. They should. We're going to need a big bad, but they might divide it up and let that be season 3. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. They're going to have to cut a lot of meat, a lot of fat to get to the meat, is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot. But man, I'm super excited for the show. I love the show. I was fine with everything else. One of the things that I also mentioned was whenever Luffy was not in frame, like the actor's face wasn't in frame, did anybody else notice that they created a 3D or CGI version of Luffy from the manga, like how he was standing and stuff like that? Like, if it wasn't focused on his face and you couldn't really see the actor's face, I felt like that was a CGI Luffy from the distance based off of how he was standing. So in the manga, if you don't understand this, in the manga there'll be wide shots or shots pulled all the way back, and you see Luffy standing in the field, you see Luffy surrounded by people in the background, and Luffy has a very unique stance when he is alone from a distance. You'll notice it. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but he does. I saw that same stance and same movement whenever the actor his face wasn't shown and it was from a distance. I felt like they made a CGI version, and Oda was like, he needs to stand like this. Don't just have him stand any type of way. He needs to stand like this from the manga. I need him to move like this from the anime. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, I felt like that's what he did. I need to go back and watch the Japanese audio because I ended up watching it with my wife and kids. So I need to go back and rewatch the episodes in Japanese audio and see if they got all the voice actors from the anime on the live action. I think they did, because there was a lot of commercial, a lot of marketing, and I felt like they did. it would be dumb if they didn't, but I feel like they did. So I'm really, really excited for it. One Piece, I know I've been gone for a while, and I apologize, but I'm going to try to be on it, hold myself accountable, upload these episodes for you, but I have not been watching Korean dramas. My Netflix account is closed. I'm trying to get the money to get it back up, but I got to prioritize my bigger bills before I get to these little smaller ones. And I know it's like smaller bills. I need every dollar. The new job that I recently have, the automobile people on strike over here in the United States, so production's kind of slowed down, and there's no overtime in the job that I just told you guys in another video that there's overtime every single day. I can volunteer to do overtime. Yeah. So, and then 7 or 8 of my clients froze at the gym, and one person ended up relocating while he was frozen and didn't say anything. So income came down, even though I got 4 jobs trying to manage all this stuff. It's crazy. But on a side note, I do have my very first client with my own personal training brand, and I'm very excited about that. But that's it, guys. That's it for the update. That's what's going on. Trying to get my life, everything together. I'm working on my health too. Let the stress really, really mess with me. And I'll see you guys later. Hopefully the next couple of videos are either going to be movie reviews, something quick and simple, or try to finish up these Korean dramas that I started on Netflix once I get Netflix back up and running. Well, not back up and running, once I pay for it. So World Strong Fitness, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.